Nice feeling afternoon for us here. That live look in Jacksonville to Freedom Fountain this afternoon. Seeing those northeasterly breezes showing there on the flags. And we do have some fair weather cumulus clouds that are bubbled up for us here. They're starting to get a little bit more moisture into the atmosphere. But most of us today are going to remain on the dry side. The showers and storms are just off the coast by about 20 or 30 miles. And maybe Ocracoke or down East Carteret County could see a light spotty sprinkle from this as it's trying to work its way back. But you can clearly see that flow in the atmosphere with those northeasterly breezes, and that's brought in the drier and cooler air. Nice and refreshing, almost that fall-like feel. Again, this time last week we were starting to talk about near record high temperatures on Wednesday and Thursday of last week. Those northeasterly winds, well, brisk, especially along the coast. We've seen some of those wind gusts in excess of 35, almost 40 miles per hour for us here. So unfortunately, if today is your trash day and your recycle day, maybe picking that can up from the next door neighbor. All that heat and humidity got pushed off of the coast because of the showers and storms that came through last evening. Look at New Bern, about a ½ inch of rainfall, and especially along the coast where that front ran into the sea breeze front for us here. Look at Beaufort. Almost 2¼ inches of rainfall fell just in the last 24 hours. So for us today, upper 70s near that 80-degree mark. That's going to do it for the top temperatures. Again, we'll still continue to see those refreshing northeasterly winds with us here. Overnight tonight, we'll see inland spots under partly cloudy skies with those temperatures in the low 60s, upper 70s for the coastal areas here. So that area of low pressure offshore is what came through with the front, but you've got a couple waves. There's one little wave right there, another one sitting down here off of Georgia and South Carolina, and that's going to be the problem, that with that front nearby and these little waves of low pressure tracking along it, the high pressure that's over Michigan right now heads towards Massachusetts, and as it does, that's going to allow some of that moisture to get pulled back in here. So this model's not overly excited about the chance of showers in here for tomorrow or Thursday. We'll kind of see. There's other models that get a little bit more of that moisture back towards us here with a closer track of those lows. So that's something we'll definitely be keeping our eye on, but we'll expect to see more in the way of cloud cover in the sky here over the next couple days than what we're dealing with today. And then eventually, as we head into the weekend, that front's going to slide in here with more chances of showers and storms. Tropics not completely dead for us here. We do have an area of low pressure trying to form. Looks like it may have to get over towards the Yucatan Peninsula and the southern Gulf of Mexico before anything really does form for us here. Another area looking fairly impressive right now. But again, as we've seen all season, not really a whole lot of development out there in the central Atlantic. For us closer to home here, the last week for the Down East Wood Ducks for us here. Sunday's scheduled to be the last game of the franchise history at Granger Stadium. And after that, it does look like we'll dry out and start to get those temperatures maybe closer to average after being below average much of this week.